Today's programming has been brought to you in part by Anubis Unit, Thomas DUDER, author of The Things, The Hooligans, and Massive Entertainment Publishing.
Tell me, child, is this Asperger's or something I want?
The fuck?
My Russian accent is very rusty.
That sounded a little more like New Jersey. That's the wrong words there, friend.
I'm from Jersey, bitch. Okay. Alright, we're back, and this is episode 2. And today on our featured guest, we have Thomas DUDER. Say hi, Thomas.
Hello, people.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, that's that bastard, one of our hosts from the show, because he is
I'm
a
the
bastard.
same guy! It's me! That bastard!
Shut the fuck up.
Oh god, what do we got going on today, guys? There's been like a lot of shit going on. It's like a lot.
Just a lot. We have a very busy show and not a lot of time. So, okay, and today's headlines that we like starting off, we have the UK Krispy Kreme donut KKK apology for the Krispy Kreme Club, with the club spelled with a K.
Krispy Clan, don't you mean?
The Krispy Clan.
I take offense. I take offense. I am the kind, and I take offense.
Eli is actually blacker than black itself, so he takes...
He is the alpha male. He is Mexican, he is white, and he is black. He can jump fences, he can run from
fast.
the police,
Wait, that means I'm
and he
actually
can talk
blacker-
like a
wait.
white person.
Wait, that means I'm actually darker than he is, though. So I'm only half, yo.
You kind of look like a raccoon, Thomas. To
You
be
just got like 30%, 30%, 30%, and I'm like 50%.
You kind of look like a raccoon because every time
You
we're on
look like a
Skype
raccoon.
together, your eye, it looks like you're wearing eyeshadow, but you're not.
You know, no, that's actually my natural look. You can check out all my photos, dude, over at my website or my fucking, Facebook. I'm like completely raccoon-eyed. It's part of my genes. It's in my
I was a
genes.
baby.
So,
But we got off topic. So what happened?
so
Did
let's
Krispy
talk
Kreme
about some rape.
Put out like vanilla-shaped like clan hoods or something.
Maybe.
For the
Donuts,
shaped
that's
clan hoods.
Clan hood donuts. Is that what happened?
Are they edible?
Edible?
Okay,
Okay,
so,
I don't
so
think-
everybody knows I have cancer today for this
Oh
particular...
my god.
So, I'm
Funny.
gonna be coughing a lot.
What, Nick?
Sneep's like, that's not funny.
Fucking mute your mic when you phlegm up.
I
Oh
am. I,
my god!
I'm
Give it to
offended.
everyone.
Sounds
Sorry.
like he's dying.
God damn
Okay,
it.
so the KKK apology is what again?
They're apologizing for their KKK club, which is the Krispy Kreme Clan. Wow, that's a tongue twister.
The Krispy Kreme Club. That is a tongue twister.
Club with a K.
Say that 5 times fast.
Krispy Kreme Club. God damn it!
Okay.
But it says here, the store that created the event, which was meant to allow customers to come in store to decorate donuts. How do you decorate a donut?
By sticking your finger in the jelly hole. It's
Well, I mean,
perfect
I-
practice if you're gonna finger bitches.
Yeah, point. Feels like, nice warm apple pie.
So, bastard, what do we got going on rape today?
I'm that bastard now. Wait, let me switch my hats real quick. Well, recently there was a pretty major situation that came down for a porn starlet whose name we are not going to pass out their name, even though it's kind of well known now, but still respect, you know what I mean? Where she got raped the fuck up. Now, what was really cool about but the situation was that the Gamergate icons and these porn stars gathered together to raise funds to help her out because porn stars, as far as I know, don't really have like that kind of insurance. And even then, she's going to need more than just, physical help. She's going to need some mental help or something like that. So seeing all these Gamergators come together to actually, help out was pretty cool. As a video gamer and a Gamergator myself, Not that I'm like as hard GG as certain other friends of mine, but I know enough about it that I'm in it, you know what I mean?
Wasn't like people like Anita Sarkeesian and who was that other feminist who's kind of like her, like Brianna?
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay. So that actually segues us directly into, and I hope nobody minds if I just barrel roll us into headlines that piss us off. So, this porn starlet gets bodied the hella fuck up by these 3 teenagers. 16-year-old, 17-year-old, and an 18-year-old or some shit like that. Just raped
Raising the
with her
bars.
kids in the house. Huh?
Raising the bars.
I mean, her kids were in the fucking house when this happened. I mean, and there was some shit stolen, but still, the fact that it went down is horrifying. And then you had motherfuckers talking shit. Now, Mercedes Carrera is a good friend of this particular porn star, and she actually brought it up. Okay, and she did name the porn starlet in this one, but she actually brings it up. What's going on? Where certain anti-gamergators, the SJWs, are talking like shit about this. The fact that none of these women are bringing, none of these supposedly pro-feminist women are talking about it or even trying to show support. And then you got motherfuckers like Arthur Chu, who's a Jeopardy champion, who point blank spoke out against it, and including a bunch of tweets like, "Oh, there's gonna be tweets involved." Yeah, what was
Wait,
it?
he's a Jeopardy champion. I don't think
He's a
he
Jeopardy
counts.
fucking champion.
I don't
Yeah.
think he counts in the gaming community if he's a Jeopardy champion.
But he's still talking shit. And he's still a member of the SJW community. Yeah, here we go. In fact, DailyCaller.com talked about it. Twitter messages from Chu were anything but supportive. Instead, he sought to go on the attack, posting messages after message, questioning Carrera's motives, bizarrely accusing her of manipulating the porn starlet's trauma as a means to spite Anita Sarkeesian and Brianna Wu. Ethics mean asking for money for her charity, specifically to spite Anita and Brianna. Like, really? Really? This is what he actually posted. Freaking, I didn't even talk about the stupid charity, just subtweeted Gigi's creepy drooling over porn stars. Because, trying to show support for a rape victim is creepy, period. And then he went off on a little mini rant about it, about how it's been weaponizing. And then I was asked by a friend to reconsider, so I gave money because it's not this woman's fault how Gigi has weaponized her situation. Like, this is the shit that the anti-gamergators are putting out, the SJWs. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, that kind of gets to me.
I will not donate to his cause.
But yeah, pretty much. I'm feeling it. I hope you guys don't mind if I keep up on the rape train, but recently
Train
going off the rails of a rape train, sir. So rape dungeons. So, Addicting Info actually came up with some, and I've seen this article before in other places too, but Addicting Info is one that I was like, huh? So, first and foremost, there's this place in Florida called the Dozier School for Boys. For 60 years, this is where they sent all the miscreants and the ruffians and the hooligans. But unbeknownst to many, although I'm certain there were many who actually knew about this shit, and it was actually revealed in, 2000 or 1990 something even. Shortly after the place was closed down, there was a report that basically surfaced saying, oh yeah, and all these kids were being fucking like tortured and raped to death. Dude, they actually had rape dungeons. A rape dungeon in the fucking basement of this thing.
Was there like gimp suits and?
You would think so, but no.
dildos
I
and
think it was more like hot pokers up the ass.
And if I'm correct, there was nobody that was actively there. Everyone was just kind of dead.
They were dead after the shit happened, yeah. And
So they just found a bunch of dead children's bodies inside of a fucking cellar or whatever.
And dude, it's even worse. So far, 51 bodies have been uncovered, with many more suspected to still be buried on the site's Boot Hill. It's a hill they call Boot Hill. Yeah, including one of these kids were found shotgun pellets still embedded in the bones.
Why would they kill them if it's a rape dungeon? Why would you shoot them? I mean, like,
because they're gonna get more kids, and also above all, they gotta hide the secret somehow.
good
But
point.
either way, this is once again a disgusting fucking thing going down. That's gone down, and the fact that the previous generations don't tell me that nobody knew about this shit. This is the kind of shit that gets out on the street, even back in the 60s, back in the 50s. You know what I mean?
Back in the
And
face, yo.
don't get racist, but mostly African American students, I'd like to point out. So yeah, that's just from Raw Story. So, we'll post some links on that shit. Oh crap, did I freeze up? I think I froze up. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay, there we go, yeah.
Buddy.
That was just my Firefox fucking up. So there you go. There you have it, some rape dungeons. Somebody bring up something better that we can get pissed off at. I'm getting tired of talking about rape.
Eli.
Oh, are you
Sheep.
there?
Did he die?
Schneep.
I think we've lost Schneeple.
I think we did. I guess I'll go on to it.
Go for it.
So
Wait. Schneep.
God fucking damn it.
Oh wait. We just heard him.
Schneep.
Hello.
Thank the Lord for post editing.
I'm not even gonna post edit this. I'm just gonna leave it in here.
I think we
I
lost,
tell you this.
I think we mentally lost Schneeple. We have definitely mentally lost.
Looking at your messages, if you send in nudes, you best be wondering because Obama is looking at stuff and probably jerking it too.
What?
What?
I don't fucking want to know.
He's like lagging really badly, and suddenly he's talking about Obama jerking off to somebody. What?
Sputnik, talk about CIA tracking us, please.
Alright, so
Good God.
there was a Vice article, and it was basically about how the FBI admitted to using phone towers as a way to listen in on your calls and track you and all this. And apparently, their justification for this, I think, if I read this correctly, the justification for this was something along the lines of like, oh, you could be a terrorist, so we're allowed to track everybody. You know?
You know,
I
I
don't
hope you
think
don't
they
mind-
have a shit ton of people monitoring you at all times.
I always thought it was illegal to do that.
I need to just bust this out there. First and foremost, everything you guys are hearing, our lovely audience of Outcast Radio Show, are opinions, mostly the opinions that we have towards certain articles and viewpoints and such. And this one, I just need to point out, this is basically the panopticonic ideal given form. 1984 isn't supposed to be a fucking manual, but we're more and more so living that fucking life, yo.
1984.
Yeah, it says here
1984 by
that
George Orwell.
it says right here that it says that they used these cell phone towers to quote, it's how we find killers, it's how we find kidnappers, it's how we find drug dealers, it's how we find missing children, it's how we find pedophiles.
But the problem is, the FBI is admitting that they use it to track us, the common citizens.
Yeah,
The common
exactly.
citizen isn't a fucking killer, a pedophile, or a terrorist.
I always thought you have to have probable cause to do something like that. Like
Exactly,
it would
and they
make, it would
should.
make more sense for like if there was a guy who like every day was bringing in a new child inside of his house and they wanted to figure out who the fuck it was. But like
Yeah,
otherwise,
I mean, that I can understand.
like hell, what I don't have some type of like 6-year-old hidden in my closet. Why would you be listening to me?
Wait, do you have a 6-year-old
I
in your
God
closet?
damn it, get back in the closet! Oh no.
He just pulls
So
out
what
a
else-
shotgun from out from under his desk. Get back in the closet.
What else is pissing us off, Sput?
Well, so there was another suicide bomber,
Is it
and
a potato?
it was a suicide bomber in Nigeria, and it killed 13 people, and at least 30 people were injured. This was the second suicide bomber in Nigeria in like a couple of weeks.
Damn.
I don't know what the hell is going on, and I don't know why people are blowing themselves up over there, but whatever the reason, it's fucking
Is it like
ridiculous.
is it like ISIS related or something, or was it even like a terrorist?
I don't think they even said it was terrorist related.
Oh.
And I think someone just decided to it was insurgents, yeah, apparently, but like I don't know if it was ISIL insurgents or was it just a bunch
You
of
know-
like, terrorists.
Well, I'm just gonna blow myself up today. I'm gonna walk into the
no.
post office and rip the cord.
Nigeria is one of those locations where there's like lots of warlords trying to take over one another at any point in time. You know, they're trying to control the resources that are being given to these people by the UN, that kind of shit. So I can see the suicide bombing being used as a tactic by some of these warlord motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Just saying. Just saying. It's
Yeah.
something to consider. And yeah, that's kind of anger making. That is kind of like, and he didn't like. But you know what I find interesting is you don't really see a lot of this information being shown in the mass media as we know about it. It's kind of like how everybody was tripping about Charlie Hebdo, but nobody was talking about what was going on with oh my God, Boko Haram. You know?
What was
But
that?
that's-
Never heard of that actually. Okay, I'm guessing that further supports what you were saying because I
Yeah,
don't know what it is.
But anyway, continuing on, and we'll go over that some other time because Boko Haram and Charlie Hebdo is something that we really should cover at some point in time.
And I'm gonna go ahead and take over again. But the Ukrainian crisis is continuing. I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before it. It was when we were talking about the
It
Russia.
was the episode before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about Russian militias shelling Ukrainian town. But there was a bunch of people, and they were all kind of protesting. I don't know what they were rallying or protesting about. I just know they were. And the rally was when the circle being held to mark a year since the Kiev uprising that led to the fall of the pro-Russian leader Viktor Yanukovych, Russian last name. And they were all protesting, and suddenly a damn bomb goes off. And 2 people were killed, including an officer, and 10 were injured. I think it was
What's
just
with you and bombing right now? I need to ask. I mean,
so
what's
many
with you and
bombs
bombing?
going on. This is just
Wow.
insane.
They are not the bomb.
God damn it.
Oh!
I am not the bomb.
But yeah, apparently
like
that
a-
kind of, and then
in my mind, so.
I don't think they know. I don't think it says whether it was just like someone who was just like pro-Russian and they were just kind of pissed off, or was Russia themselves. It was probably just a pro-Russian asshole who was like having a heart attack because they were like, oh, they were protesting against Russia essentially. It's probably just some pro-Russian faggot having a
Would it
heart
be
attack.
because he has the Asperger's?
Yes.
Tell me, child.
Asperger's.
Asperger's what I want.
Yes, burgers is something
Never mind. I was about to say something that would have been really controversial. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, controversial. Oh, God.
You better
Here's some
fucking say
controversial.
it.
Anita Sarkeesian.
Why do we keep talking about that dumb bitch?
Because the stupid cunt keeps doing stupid cunty things.
I can't argue with Isaac about that. That's actually Sput's right. I mean, she
Maybe
keeps the reason why she pops
if
up.
we don't keep eye contact with her, maybe she'll go away.
She's kind of like a
Actually,
dinosaur.
But she made a really dumb claim recently. You want to pop that, Sput?
Yeah, I'll mention Anita Sarkeesian again, but she apparently, if I was reading this article correctly, she apparently claimed that Dragon Age Origins was somehow misogynistic. The game where you create, oh no, Dragon Age Inquisition, maybe?
Inquisition,
Yeah, claimed that it was sexist somehow, even though and who was it? You know that one YouTuber who like does like a bunch of raps related to video games?
Dan Bull?
Yeah, Dan Bull. He responded to that on his Facebook.
Yeah, I followed that shit.
And he said that, and he was talking about how he made an entire women like
An all-women team.
and they ran around kicking fucking ass. And he was like, how the fuck is this somehow sexist or misogynistic? I don't think Anita Sarkeesian knows the definition of sexist or misogynistic.
No, she doesn't. And part of the issue of the article, I see the article you're talking about, part of the issue wasn't just that Anita Sarkeesian is talking shit about Dragon Age Inquisition, but the lead writer, I haven't even looked up the lead writer, apparently it's a dude, but I had issues with Hamburger Helper back with the Dragon Age 2 bullshit that went down. And yeah, that was part of her fucking fault.
Helper.
Jennifer Hepler was her name, but Hamburger Helper is her game. Like, seriously, she was like a pound of meat to a bunch of bad macaroni. But anyway, but Dragon Age, the lead writer was defending Anita Sarkeesian's right to criticize his games. Now, a lot can be said about that, but at the same time, it's like, the fact that she's even talking this shit and doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. That's why Anita Sarkeesian comes up so much in our fucking, whenever we talk about video games here. Because it's bullshit.
I hate to run you over, but it's just like
I'll run you over.
What's the most bullshit about this is when writers give her like the word that she can do this. It's showing everybody else that you can release complete bullshit and everyone will believe you.
Unfounded bullshit. That's the problem. It's one thing to say that people deserve the right to critique and everyone has their own opinion, which we mentioned that here before as well. But if it's uninformed and unfounded, that's wrong. That is wrong. There is a problem with that. So I totally agree with you. That, unlike the other two things, unlike some of the other stuff, that just really annoys the fuck out of me. Yeah. But you know what doesn't annoy the fuck out of me? Our featured guest. Please welcome to the stage, Thomas DUDER, author of The Things.
Oh my god, I love him so much.
I'm glad to be here. I thank you. Have you read my book? Read my book. Praise Jesus. Go to church.
One thing about Thomas DUDER is he's like a fucking Jehovah Witness with this book.
Allah, peanut butter, Buddha, Jesus. All my niggas. All my soldiers.
Most of the questions that I would have asked would probably have already been answered, but not on air, so I guess I'll ask them again.
Please do.
What inspired you to be a writer?
Oh, I hate questions like that. Next. Now, on the real though, you know what? Here's my answer, and this is my completely legit answer. Tadpoles become frogs, princes become kings. I write. Period. Some people need to force themselves to write because everyone. I'll point blank say everyone has a book inside of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone does. Everyone has a story to get out. But for some, it's easier to get out than others. I could easily kick out 7 books a year if I had the money and the time for it. You know what I mean? Which I don't. I'm pretty much still at the level where I've got to get a day job as well as support my books and my other projects. I'm involved in a heavy metal band, punk rock, heavy metal, hard rock, Anubis unit. I'll give you guys the links later on. But also there's this other thing I'm doing called the Outcast radio show. It's pretty cool. Bunch of little jackasses, but it's pretty cool. We're presenting
They're
some
a
good
bunch
stuff.
of fucking faggots. I hate them.
They're a bunch of fucked assholes. But,
Oh god,
Hey,
it's static.
I love.
Oh,
I
but
have
that's
pictures of
true.
them all over my room.
What?
See them at night.
Yes, at night I turned into a game show host, a radio host.
Anyways,
So anyway, so as far as the writing and such, yeah, nah, dude, I could be kicking out material left and right. But that's part of the reason why we're currently doing a fundraiser event called the INTERNUGGETATHON 3.0, Third Strike. This is my third fundraiser event, but I've never done it this fucking big. We need $3,000, and with that, I can pay off my publicist, get some real marketing, and get the books into the hands of people who could really get the word out. You know what I mean? Executive types, celebrities, that kind of
Oh
shit.
God, Eli died again.
Oh, fun.
I guess this goes on to my next question. How well is the InterNegetathon going? How much money have you raised?
So certainly we've raised $342, which isn't bad, but it's not good either. Like if I was one of my older fundraisers, that would be almost done. We would just need like 100 more and we'd be done. But that's only like 11%. Now we have 37 days left to do this, and much like with the Outcast radio show, it feels like there's some actual heat getting behind it. I got quite a few people that are suddenly showing up. We just got 200 new invites. We're currently at 7,000 invited. 266 are going. What really helps out, what's been helping out is I've started doing readings from the generalist on Skype. So we're actually building up some heat that way. It's actually all pretty fun. But the only problem is, I gotta admit, it is stressful as shit. Like, I don't know if don't even get it twisted. I have the confidence to say, yeah, but within 37 days, I think we can build 2,600. But at the same time, that's a daunting number. That's a very daunting number.
You have a lot of responsibility on your hand.
Oh, I do, bro. I do.
Guess who's back? Schneep.
Schneep! No, but as far as what I write, though, and here's the major thing. I have 5 books out. Technically 4, I guess 6 if you want to consider the anthologies that I've written for. But I do action-adventure urban fantasy. Namely, this one series called The Generalist. The Gene Rawlist. It's a, I would say, I already said action-adventure urban fantasy. It's a romp in a Neo-Los Angeles of tomorrow, 2017. There's magic, there's misfits, monsters, mayhem, martial artists, morons, and more so, misfits. I like misfits.
So, let me think of. I had another question and I completely forgot about it.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself, honey.
Well, I like long walks on the beach, sometimes dragging a body behind me. I completely lose my shit whenever there's sunshine on my shoulders or a butterfly lands on my hand. Like, I just go into I just fly into a fucking rage. I'm really actually an angry guy. Most of the stuff in the Generalist, I don't take artistic license with. I mean, it's actually based on real shit that went down in California back in like 2004 or 2004. So turn of the century to 2004.
Who's your inspiration when it comes to do you have that inspiration?
Oh Jesus, I have too many. Stephen Barnes is one of the finest action event. Somebody tried to mention that I'm creating a whole new genre, action literature. But to be quite honest, action literature has been around since the 70s. There was like a series called Mac Bolan. There was some of that shit that came down with Spy Hunter or whatever. There was like these spy novels that were coming out, like just pulp fiction novels. Action literature has always been there, but I am one of the loudest writers of action fiction. Action literature. I'll admit that, action fiction. But Stephen Barnes is a big, just big. There's this one more modern day guy, Clayton Callahan. He does great sci-fi action, great military-based sci-fi action at that. D. Drake Dragow, who is currently like living it up at the InterNegetathon. This dude's loving what we're doing over here. But he actually has a book called Walter War, and once again, some of the best technical action out there. Otherwise, there's always the greats that I got to admit is my inspiration. Piers Anthony, especially Piers Anthony. Oh shit, yes, son. Mercedes Lackey. Hell, author J.S. Snow does some pretty good shit. We had her on recently. Just saying.
She was a fantastic woman. I loved her so much.
Yo,
she made me feel like a powerful white woman.
She she showed up at the InterNegetathon as a featured guest and just blew it the fuck up like a suicide bomber in Nigeria. She went off. No, she went off in the best of ways. This woman knows how to rock. So yeah, she's got a little section carved out in my heart. I'll respect her warning.
She's gonna get the Thomas D.
Hey, I'm just saying, if she wants it, we can talk. But in the meantime, she has my thorough respect and like nothing but good shit to hear from me. Now, so as far as I have a lot of influences, I'll admit, but I've been compared the most. My writing style is compared the most to Neil Gaiman and Kim Harrison. Yeah. I would also even say though, now me personally, the one that I would love to do work with her someday. She did the Betsy the Vampire Queen saga. It's like a series of it's like wonderful books. I forgot her name off the top of my head though. But yeah, but I'll drop links for you guys to share with us. Not only to my website, thepenismysword.com.
The
Yes,
penis sword.
the pen is my sword, Caboose.
The penis
Fuck.
sword.
But I also have my first book is free because I believe very strongly in try. Dude, I believe very strongly in try before you buy, very much so. So the first book is just hella free to download and check out, and do please, and don't forget to give a review because we live off that.
Can I try this hooker before I buy it?
Well, what?
What?
Wouldn't that be the blowjob?
Ah.
So, what can we expect from you in the future?
Oh my god. I am one chapter away from being done with Taboo 4, Angle of the Angels, which is the first part of what was supposed to be a duology, but is quickly turning into a trilogy just because all the action I want to fit in, all the fight scenes in Taboo 5, Anger of the Angels, I can't fit it all in there, so I'm going to have to turn it into a trilogy after all. It's really dark. But currently, Frank Todd and Daniel Dash Hopkins are basically tackling an angelic problem that's going down in the greatest bank in all the world, the Brownstone Group, led by Gervais St. Germain and his butler, Aloysius Dempsey. Both of them have been taking on this angel for like a week until finally they had to go and get new champions, which of course they're the bank of choice for the shop, so that's what's up. So it's following that.
All right.
And I've also got some great fucking fight scenes going on in 5. Zero's good, but everything after that's way more violent.
Writing
One's
fight
more
scenes
violent.
are hard.
What?
Fight scenes are hard.
Not at all.
I've
But
had to do that.
this is what I was talking about earlier, though. I mean, for some people, writing is hard. For me, it just flows like water. The moment I sit down, I start typing this shit out. And I do try to edit it as best as I can before I send it to my editor, Adele Simons, in the UK, the Isle of Islip.
Yeah.
She does work. She does great work.
Do you have to? I guess you have to pay for an editor, correct?
Yes. Now I have a free cover artist, and thank God for that, because I don't have money. But Jade from Jaded Shots.
I would do it for you, Thomas.
You ain't doing no.
Why?
Well, but we might want to talk about Killer 13 or some such. We'll talk.
Okay.
But
Okay.
But my editor
Giving
on
me
the
hope.
it does cost money, but she's worth it, and even more so. I was her first writer. Like I got that cherry, so that's cool.
Does she give
and
a
we
discount
work-
for that?
We work very. I want to say yes, but I don't think so.
Thomas.
There's 2 people that are currently waiting on for me to make it big, and that's my publicist, my new publicist, and my editor. With each year, after every 4 books, we recontract.
Thomas.
What?
Thomas. You popped your cherry.
Oh, shut up. So anyway, Adele, if you're listening, don't listen to this fool. He's stupid. No, anyway, suffice it to say, I'm her first writer, and as far as I know, I'm definitely one of her best. But I'm certain she likes everybody, but I'm her favorite. But just saying. But she does great work, and we work well together. That's the thing. I mean, it is a relationship that I have with my crew. The people that I work with to get these books out.
Even us.
What?
Even us.
You love us, Daddy?
No.
Oh.
I really, really fucking don't. This has nothing to do with no. I'm not gonna lie. With the Outcast radio crew, we got a good crew, and we got a lot of heat behind us, and we've actually got special guests that are like worth a damn. So that's good too. That's gonna take us very far with that, and I like the crew that I'm working with over there. But I'm not talking about those faggots. I'm talking about my fucking whole crew. So suffice it to say, we can't use that word on normal radio.
That was actually what I was gonna. When I was talking about the controversial thing, and I used the word faggot, I was gonna mention that, and I was like,
But you used the word earlier. Anyway. So.
Yeah, I was gonna mention how I probably shouldn't have used it.
Oh fuck it. We're about as politically correct as The View, but with less dick.
Anyways.
I love that line. So as far as my books go, what can you expect? More fights, more world building. I've got shit planned that I haven't even told people about. There's, in fact, you know what? Let's do a little debut thing right here. So there's a family of pig farmers called the Chubbies, the Chubby family. And at some point in time, now pig farming in Neo LA is way different than normal pig farming. They've been eating mutants for years and monster genes, and it's affected the pigs. So consider, if you will, massive, like 10-foot tall pigs with like armor plating and horns and shit, and metal spikes coming out their snouts and whatnot. And the Chubby family, they herd these motherfuckers around, and Even more so, they work with the monster mafiosa, the Scarletti family. So whenever they need to disappear a body, they send it to the Chubbies. And the Chubbies, they get around from place to place in Northern California using these gigantic, massive, just monster trucks, right? But at some point in time, I am going to do a wild hunt because I have talked about the Fae, Oberon, Titania, the fairy, And at some point in time, there's going to be a wild hunt, and then suddenly, while they're all doing their wild shit, going down the I-10, they're going to hear, the honking of a horn that, and like behind them is all four of the monster trucks taking up the whole freeway, barreling down on them while the Chubbies are like, losing their minds, doing the whole, rebel yell and shit. Yeah.
Rebel yell.
Cry mo, 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 whoa. On the real though, I love writing. I love everything that I'm doing. Don't get it twisted, but there is nothing better to me than writing a great scene. Like a sequence that just makes you want to stand up and go, good damn! You know what I mean? Like, that's that shit right there, bro. That is the shit. And, and that's what the Generalist is about, I mean, it's about these really badass sequences that I just throw at you, one after another. I mean, if it's not a really cool battle, then it's a really fun bit of dialogue, you know what I mean? In fact, I'm doing Skype readings. By the time this episode airs, I'll still be doing Skype readings every Friday or so at 8 p.m. Pacific. If y'all want to hit me up, go to the INTERNUGGETATHON. We'll drop a link, of course. We'll even talk about it later on. And you can catch it there. But otherwise, I do invite you guys to not only come down to the readings, but the INTERNUGGETATHON itself. I got a lot of stuff. This isn't just me begging. I've got acts. In fact, I'd like to have Outcast radio show on there sometime to represent as a featured guest. Just saying. Making it official here. But, yeah, I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on over there. We just got a shit ton of new donated prizes to give away. I mean, I guess I do work, bro. I do work. And, of course, the jukebox playing music. We got these stupid internet videos where we're playing full movies from the YouTube. Of course, YouTube has no affiliation with that, nor does Facebook. So,
if there's one thing that I do know is donations will get you a shit ton of views, or not really views, more as a lot of people will come to you if you do donations. That's like a really good tactic. If that's the reason why you did donations in the first place.
Oh, it is. I'm not even gonna lie. Everything about this is to raise funds. This is to get more attention on my books, to hopefully sell some books, but even more so, get the money necessary to pay off my publicist, my editor, because I still need to do Taboo 4. In fact, I have two other things that I'm working on right now as well. There's Killer 13, which is a. Thank you for turning off your cell phone, Caboose. You make me feel once guest here, you ass. Oh my god. So
he knows when to come in at the right time.
So yeah, let's wrap it up. Does anyone have any more questions?
I have a comment.
What is the answer to life?
42, faggot.
I have a comment.
Okay.
The answer to life is www.thepinismysword.com.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
For the Internet Get-a-thon, as much as you're also helping yourself, but you're also helping with the amount of people that you have. You're helping other people get their name out as well.
I'm not gonna lie. I believe very firmly, once again, try before you buy. But I also believe in building up your crew. I believe in building up those around you. As I succeed more, so do other people. And it's not just me. I mean, that's just one of those things where it's a philosophy that I try to live and I try to do. With the featured guest segment, one of the reasons why I wanted that for here with the Outcast was to also not just give us a really cool mainliner to fuck around with, and literally fuck around with in some cases, but and not just not just to acquire their fan base, but to also give them a chance to acquire new people for their fan base, to give people a chance to hear music and read books and see movies that they normally wouldn't. At some point, in fact, no, in 3 days or so, we're gonna have Ciara Tier from the Twisted Path group on as a featured guest at the INTERNUGGETATHON. They're the fan base. They do their own writing, very horror-based writing and stuff, very gory sometimes, gothic. But overall, they do a lot of different subjects. But they support this this independent movie group called The Orphan Killer, which is a great fucking movie. In fact, Orphan Killer 2, Bound X Blood, is coming out pretty soon, I do believe. And she'll be talking about that as well. But I'm going to give them access to people that they might not have had access to before. But also, in exchange, I'm hoping that I can also get that kind of exposure. I mean, I'm hoping that they'll show up, they'll bring people. Like J.S. Snow rocked the house. She not only brought over new people, and I now have a new stalker. I got a new fan from her, but also the said fan just hooked it up with $50 like out of nowhere, and I'm like, fucking thank you.
JS Snow helped us out too, because she bumps the Outcast radio all the time. I've noticed.
And we bump her. I mean,
Yep.
we give. Hell, she's pinned. We give we give love, and and that's the thing. But that's, to me, that is one of the best traits of true success, though. Now, say what you will about the kind of executives that's gonna like rip and tear and backstab niggas. I'd rather talk about motherfuckers who, like, when they came up, everybody got elevated. You know what I mean? Their best friend went to fucking chef school and is now their personal celebrity chef, and this one other motherfucker was going to school, and now he's his personal writer. You know what I mean? As a person succeeds, they should elevate people around them. And as I succeed, as I'm coming up, there's people that I'm helping out already. My homeboy, the guy, Emperor Karsa, who was just on recently as a featured guest as well. He's drawn up the most fan art. He draws more fan art of the Generalist than anyone else does. And so I put him in the gallery at the end of the Omnibus Generalis Volume 1, which is my collection of the first 5 books. First 4 books, whatever. There's 4 books, and the 5th book that I wrote for, But, I gave him some views and whatnot, and he's also gotten contracts from people on my newsfeed because I talk about him a lot, you know what I mean? Same thing with Adele Simons. Apparently now she stated that certain writers have stepped up to her and asked her to be their editor just because of me. Rebecca Mills, who runs my street team, has been asked to do other street teams after working with me. There was an event that went down, and she wanted to show her stuff, so I accepted. And ever since then, she's never failed me. She's never let me down. And other writers have noticed this. And like I said, as you succeed, so shall others. As you come up, so will others. So that's
Oh my god, I still have Monster left.
except for Caboose. Caboose can go fucking suck a dick.
Imagine how
Hey,
interesting
what the
it would
fuck,
be.
man?
Imagine,
Oh my god, something that has nothing to do with the featured guest, you ass. Oh my god.
imagine how interesting it would be if, like, this is not really about the featured guest either, so I'd be a hypocrite if I complained. But imagine how interesting it would be if somebody drew fan art of what they all thought that what we looked like. If someone
We have fan art. It's on the template every day, every time.
we know.
But that's
Good
not
point.
fan art.
But like somebody else is drawn.
You know what I want? No, fuck
Depiction
that. You know
of
what? You know what I want for Outcast? We need tit signs. We need somebody to sign their titties and send them pics to us. Get some nipples.
This has been Perversion with Thomas Duder.
18 plus, please. Unless you have parental signature, consent, or interaction. I will never.
Hey.
You must show
Or-
the waiver in the video, but please do not.
Or if
cover
you just send
any
it straight to me.
nips
It's legal for
or-
me. Well, what?
Legal horizon. Got this thing over here.
And
He's
Eli,
afraid-
and Eli.
My and Eli's. It's legal for me and Eli. Sucks for you two.
It's only
Shut
legal.
the
No,
fuck
it's
up.
legal if it's legal if
I like 12 girls.
Every day I'm hustling. Does anybody have any more questions of me? Like I said, I'll drop my links with you guys so you can add them onto the bottom. Duder's Army, which is actually a fan website made by the fans for the fans, is currently under construction, but that should be released pretty soon. I'm actually just gonna slap a page up there for them and just tell them, hey, if you guys want to use this, use this. Yeah. Otherwise, please directly invite people to the INTERNUGGETATHON. We only have 7,000 invited, and we need more. We need like 1,000 people involved and like 300,000 invited and shit. Let's get that done.
All right, I guess we should finish up the
so-
featured
so-
guest.
So, I have one more question.
What's that, son?
Will you shave me?
No! Fucking die! Suck on a tailpipe. Kill yourself, faggot. Oh my god.
All
I'm gonna
right,
post
so I
that
guess
on the Facebook page.
I guess now we should sum up the featured guest and go on to a break.
Yeah, let's go to a break. In fact, I need to go get more tea. So I guess when we come back, I will flip the script and put on my That Bastard hat so I'm no longer Thomas Duder, author of the things.
The
Until it's
wonderful
time to start talking about literature.
for the break, you'll hear the wonderful sounds of the spin wires like usual,
Hells yeah.
and
Yeah,
I suppose
girl.
we'll break.
Shut the fuck up, Isaac. Or Spudnik. You
Whatever
Jew.
your name is. You!
I hate you.
She was done up in leather and breathing her fire, yeah. She was out on the floor taking everyone higher, yeah.
right, you little shit. I swear to fucking God, I'm going to make your parents fucking divorce each other, marry your mom, and stepdad your ass. I swear to God, I'm going to give you the worst fucking Christmases. If you just, oh, you little fucking shit.
And well, welcome back to Outcast Radio. I hope you enjoyed that great introduction and that great music of Anubis. I almost said Anubis. Almost said that great music of Anubis unit. Not saying that your music isn't
For
great.
the record, once we actually get some pro level shit, I can easily throw it at you guys.
Oh, yeah,
But
definitely.
and if you want to go to our website or to the page, facebook.com/Anubis unit, you can actually check out some of the photos that we've taken as well as our practice sessions recordings, which aren't this being recorded on smartphones. That's the closest we can get for right now. But we are going to be working on professionally doing some of our songs, as Tyson from the Spinwires have suggested. So yeah, just saying.
Oh
Anyways.
my God.
I suppose I'll just get right into it. So, Hotline Miami 2 was banned in Australia.
Why?
It was banned in Australia because there was I hate to say it, we've brought up this topic a lot in this episode, but there was a rape scene.
Rape!
Rape alert!
There was apparently a rape scene that wasn't even a real rape scene and was just implied, and nothing was seen or anything. So I find it funny that there's so much gore and blood in the Hotline Miami series, but the thing that gets it banned from Australia is a rape scene. Because
Australia is fucking weird.
because
right now.
raping somebody is not as bad as going on a killing spree.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. Anyways,
But I gotta point out though, now don't get it twisted. I love Australia, especially recently. Thanks to JS Snow, I'm already getting quite a few downloads from Australian people. And even then, I gotta point out, an Australian is one of my most longtime fans. She's like great. She's one of my most solid people. But at the same time, Australia itself, they've been doing some really weird
the
shit.
government, yeah.
Yeah, the government itself has been like oh my God, when they actually banned small titted porn actresses because it promotes not lolicon but pedophilia.
Or
We
when
don't want porn actresses with titties smaller than a B cup.
or when they banned Saints Row 4 because there was that alien super drug that apparently was
Yeah.
positive for drug use.
Yeah, dude, you're supposed to. That's what powers you up in the fucking game at one point in time in the storyline.
Yeah.
And they're like doing it out of fucking broken light bulbs too.
To quote myself, I hate to sound egotistical, but to quote myself, no, I don't think I said this. I think I quoted this from somebody, so I'm quoting myself, who also was quoting.
God damn it, just say it.
Anyways, it was like I always thought that you teaching kids not to do drugs was parenting, not a legislation board.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
But-
I'm from the 80s, you know what I mean? I went through the DARE program. Drugs are really exciting. And, not that I've ever done drugs. I can honestly admit I've never even experimented. But at the same time, I do have some feeling for those who are, addicted and whatever.
I'm the
But
most
at the same time-
anti-drug person you're gonna fucking meet.
And I have no trouble with that,
Same.
too. I mean, hell, I'm more of a decriminalized shit than anything. But when it comes down to that, though, that's just fucking sad, though. Like, they're gonna knock a whole game just because, oh god, it shows them doing drugs.
Yeah,
What
it's
about, like,
bullshit.
the 20 other fucking, movies where there's, like, fucking gore fests going on? It's kind of like on par with that shit with, recently, The Walking Dead. They had two guys kiss on cam.
Oh
and
yeah, that caused a giant controversy.
Yeah!
A friend of mine was talking about how his dad got super fucking pissed at that.
But, dude, they've done cannibalism on there!
I know that in cannibalism.
Cannibalism!
And there was another character that was also, she had a girlfriend who was a lesbian, it was a lesbian couple, and nobody bat an eye at that.
That's because when girls kiss, that's cute. When guys kiss, that's icky.
That's a generalization, though. Some people enjoy that.
Would you say that's a generalist?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, to continue on, the designer Jotan last name has said that Australian gamers should just simply pirate the game if it remains unavailable. And there's nothing wrong with pirating the game if you live in Australia. He does not see that as bad.
I spoke earlier about trying before you buy. You know what I mean? One of the things that gets me is when modern day content creators aren't able to keep up with the modern day structure of the way things are. When it comes to music, you can't tell me that we need traditional publishers when you've got YouTube, iTunes, and like 20 other solutions. Same thing with literature, for instance. Now, it's not to say that the traditional publishers and the traditional creators aren't also valid nowadays, but it's kind of like back in the Internet 1.0 days, I used to speak quite a lot about how a physical storefront should have both a physical storefront as well as an internet holding of some sort in order to represent themselves. And it's the same thing with this, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I guess you go to the next topic.
Wait. Oh, yeah!
Bethesda is going to hold the first ever E3 conference of this year. Announced.
Yep. And
It'll
everyone
be held,
is...
June 15th.
Did you say June 15?
June.
Shut the fuck up.
June 15.
I will fucking kill you.
Oh my god, just keep talking about it.
I will rape your mother and beat your brothers. Just kidding, I won't do that. That's bad.
Oh
Rape
wow.
is bad,
Spudnik,
okay.
So,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Continue on with the topic.
Where'd you get this article from anyway? What is this, Polygon or something?
Yeah, it's from Polygon.
Okay. At least not Kotaku.
Yeah, I'll be held June 14, 2015 in Hollywood, California.
So you think they're gonna
gonna be
announce Fallout?
What? What?
Do you think they're gonna announce Fallout 4 finally?
Maybe. I
Hopefully.
hope so.
They are. I think they are, to be completely honest.
Well,
Why
this
would
is
they?
Well, this is the first time that Bethesda's ever done something like this.
It's a lot of money put into it as well. Like, you would have like hosting an E3 conference. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a big announcement. It has to be Fallout 4.
And if it's, I mean, like the gamers, everybody is asking Fallout 4. If
Yes.
they wouldn't put this much money into like a Dishonored 2 because nobody gives like. I hate to sound like an asshole, but compared to a Fallout 4, nobody gives a fucking shit about a Dishonored 2 or some Elder Scrolls 2 or some shitty ass other fucking sequel. Fallout needs another sequel or prequel.
You know what they might do though, and I hate to throw this out there, it's only slightly as valid, is if they decide to go ahead with Skyrim or with the Elder Scrolls 6.
That would be stupid.
It would be stupid, but it would still be a valid kind of thing for them to do, for them to be that excited about. But I don't like that as out of principle. I don't
think they are because they recently released another Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Well, not really recent.
No, I feel like they should because they just gave us the heaping pile of crap called Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, but they did give us Skyrim though, and Skyrim was fucking excellent.
Skyrim was.
I know.
I thought it was honestly boring. After a while, it was.
Because you're a boring person. No,
Yeah.
seriously,
Show
this
yourself.
game, dude, this is the biggest fucking sandbox ever. Like the creation engine, all that other shit that they do, how it creates fucking missions just on the slide. I mean, you could walk from one edge of Skyrim to the other, and you're never going to get the same adventure twice. It's wonderful.
But yeah, I think it'll be Fallout 4. I don't think they're gonna make another Elder Scrolls. I think they'd have to wait a while. Cause when was Skyrim released?
Like 3 years ago or something.
It was released 3 years ago. And Fallout,
Really?
ignoring Fallout New Vegas because it wasn't made by Bethesda. Let's just stick with Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was released in 2011, I think so. And it's been 2011.
Like what?
No, it was released 2000. When was it released?
New Vegas came out around like fucking what, 9 or 10.
Oh, 2008. Wait, nope, not 2008. Yeah, 2008. Fallout
It's a
4.
quick check. It's a
3.
quick check.
But
either way, that's
2008, and it's been what? 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 7 years, 6
You
years.
seriously count on your fingers.
I said that out loud on purpose. But yeah, it's been 7 years, and Skyrim has been like it took forever for them to make Skyrim. I mean, I feel like it's about time.
I need to call that out because I'm not saying that Skyrim isn't an improvement over Oblivion,
Oblivion was a
but
good game.
at the same time, it's pretty obvious that they did not do certain things that they promised they would in Skyrim. And yeah, it looks better with all the DLC that you get. Just the official canon DLC, not the mods. Oh, hey, shout out to the mod community as always.
Oh yeah. DLC is it's a completely different issue that I could rant about a lot.
Exactly, but at the same time, Skyrim.
DLC was good, but it was different. I mean,
Skyrim is pretty obvious that it's based on the original engine that they were running with to begin with Oblivion. It's just they finally actually pushed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, there are articles out there, and I'm not going to go too into it because there are already plenty of places out there that go into delving into the reasons why Skyrim is just Oblivion 2. But But at the same time, even I'll admit, though, it still looks great. It's still a great game. But, we are already in the era of new consoles. The Wii U has been out for, what, a year? 2 years? The PS4 just dropped. Well, not just dropped, but, Xbox. Xbox.
We need more immersive games. We
We need games that actually push the technology.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not going to go anywhere.
And you can't tell me that it's harder. That's not easier to do it on certain consoles now. I mean, that's one of the things that really annoys me whenever I hear a content creator of any sort saying, "Well, if we had the technology, it would be so much easier." And then they get the technology, and it's so hard. It's so hard.
Also, think about how, because and this is kind of going off what you're talking about. I need to push the limits.
Mhm.
If Fallout has been in development for 6, 7, if another Fallout has actually been in development for 6 or 7 years, take off a little bit. So let's go 5 years. It will be it'll be a really good game. Like, assuming they give a shit about Fallout.
Two things I need to point out. One, long time in development does not equal good. Need I ever even point out Duke Nukem?
Oh, good point.
And the other thing is also, with new technology, what we've noticed over at the Hooligans, for instance, and we were just talking about this mess recently, Saints Row the Fourth. There is, well, not Saints Row the Fourth, but oh my God, Unity. Ass Creed Unity.
Oh yeah,
and
Unity.
fucking Sonic Boom, which just came out. You have a lot of these developers that are pushing half-finished games in the hopes that they can patch it day one, or fucking take care of it in the DLC, or even worse, just do nothing, and they just don't QA it at all. That's why you have crap like Sonic Boom coming out. And I'm glad
You didn't
that they're
mention
getting
Dead Rising.
crap sales that they are, because the less the people that buy this shit, the more these motherfuckers will realize we need to keep our QA people.
I'm surprised you didn't mention Dead Rising 3 in that. Dead Rising 3, I could, like, let me say this now, I liked the game a lot. I haven't beaten it because of how badly optimized it was. And as you were talking about how, they either do something about it or they don't. They haven't. They don't give a fucking shit, it appears, because they haven't done anything to help the optimization. It's so bullshit.
Yeah.
And like another example of it would be like, let me say now I'm a fan of Total War Attila. I like the Total War series, and I think Attila is way better than Rome 2 in my opinion.
What you know about Mahatma Gandhi?
Mahatma Gandhi with nuclear bombs, but
We're going to bomb you into transcendence.
we're gonna bomb you. We're gonna bomb you peacefully.
We're gonna bomb you peacefully.
But like,
peaceful after we bomb you.
it's Attila. They're releasing a update, of course, but the biggest issue with it is they're releasing another DLC when it's been a week or so since it's been released, and that's bullshit. It makes it obvious that they cut out content so they could sell it for more profit. And it's stupid. It's a prime example of like It's a prime example of like the blood and gore pack in Rome 2. That was stupid. You can't have a war game like where you kill each other with swords and not have any blood. That's like buying an ice cream without the ice cream cone. Sure.
What if you just want the stick?
Yeah, it's like buying an ice cream and only receiving just the ice cream, putting it right in your hand. It still tastes good, but the cone is really needed.
You got a point there. I like that. Well, that was a lot of video games. Riley, do you want to tell us about what's in the music segment?
The Spin Wires.
Thank you, Caboose. Your name is Caboose.
But seriously, go check out their Bandcamp. They have been amazing. We're gonna have them on the next show, and yeah, they're really cool guys. They're really cool guys.
They are. They really are. And even worse, they're fucking lawyers. Like, that's cool as fuck.
If we ever get sued, we'll go to them.
Hells yeah, bitch.
Somebody was like, I'm gonna sue your TV show for us using the word faggot or some shit like that if we get big, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Go to
No, but for real, those guys are pretty cool. We're gonna have them on the next show. Check out their Bandcamp. All their links will be in the description.
Already said that.
I want to say thank you for letting us use their music in our show. It's been
Which
really
song was
helpful.
it? Ignition? Which song is it?
For the intro or in between?
Intro.
Oh, it's So Much Work. It's the instrumental version of it that they posted on Newgrounds.
Yeah. Which they're on Newgrounds.
I'm sure that they'll have a lot to say about Newgrounds and all that in the next show.
One thing, though, I'd like to point out is that they have such a wonderful sound, like you were just mentioning. Like, what was it? They're, like, comparable to the Black Keys, to frickin' the Caesars, which Franz Ferdinand.
I actually never listened to them until a couple days ago, and I do really like their sound.
Wow.
I like never bothered. I just know
Fucking
that
Sputnik,
I just
man.
know I know the songs that were used in like the show, of course, but I never actually delved deep into what the other songs. And I recently did, and I was like, oh, this is actually really nifty because I thought, because keep in mind that I hate heavy metal, and I was assuming because I was going to assume because you and Riley liked it, you guys were gonna yell at me, and then or it was gonna be just pure metal, and I was like, yeah, no. And then I actually listened to it, and I was like, this is definitely not metal. And if I'm correct, when we were talking to him, didn't he mention that he likes lyrics that aren't sad and depressing? Didn't he mention that?
I think so, yeah. But we'll
I
we'll
think
get
you're
more
going
into that in the next episode. We'll ask him all these questions and stuff.
Dumbass. So, really quick, let's take a moment of silence, if you will, for Leonard Nimoy, who died recently. Just a moment, please. There we go. Leonard Nimoy.
Ah!
Shut up. No, Leonard Nimoy, who, this is not a small name. This is not a small man. This is a man who spanned multiple genres and media.
not a
He
small
was
man.
artist. He was a photographer. He was a vocalist. He did songs.
He was a vocalist?
Yeah, he
I
sang.
didn't know that.
He sang the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, he
It was
did.
Good. Even though it's not a good song, he was a vocalist. Okay. But he did plenty for the arts. The guy was involved, and it wasn't a small thing what he did. So it wasn't just that, oh Spock. We're talking about a guy who was an inspiration to much of what we see today. And it wasn't just him though. It was like the whole crew of the original Star Trek, the original series. They've all been involved with science fiction in general. And stuff that we got nowadays, stuff that we even take for granted nowadays, was pioneered then by these people.
Did he die of natural causes, or was this something
I
that
think he did die of natural causes. He died at like 83 or some such.
Because when I heard he was dying, I just couldn't. I don't think I looked into what killed him. Probably natural causes, yeah.
I think it was natural causes. From
I
what
couldn't
heard.
see him as like fucking. I couldn't see, him being the type of guy who like snorts a line of cocaine before going on a show or something.
You know what? I can't see him dying the way David Carradine died. Autoerotic asphyxiation while dressed up like Batman.
I can't see him dying because whenever famous people like that die, it's just like for some
I
reason
can see William Shatner doing that.
I just immediately
Yeah.
always assume it was a joke because so many actors and singers and all this do like hardcore fucking drugs.
Because
Well,
they
no,
know they can
fucking,
get away with it.
Bobby
Hard being
Brown's
a
kid.
freaking genius.
Bobby Brown and Whitney
Hard be-
Houston's kid just died like that recently, didn't she?
I never heard of that.
That's because the reason why that they all do drugs is because they know they can get away with it. They got bail. They know they have bail money. They know they can get out of trouble for it. And they got friends in the higher ups.
I got friends in low places.
It's like when Billy
And-
Mays died. You know,
Drugs.
Yeah, but he was snorting oxy power, so
Awesome.
he was assuming they would give him power.
But wait, there's more.
Snorts another line.
Oh shit.
Anyways,
So, Sput, you want to take it away with the next thing?
so one thing that actually surprised the hell out of me was Thomas decided to put this on here, but it was full body transplants will become a reality within apparently 2 years.
So I can
but it's-
become a super hot model.
If you kill her, yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. But you know what I'm seeing though, personally, what I think is going to happen? We are going to see such a rise in black market parts, black market clone farms, and like no one's going to really talk shit about it because as long as there's no brain signal, you can get away with that. Now, you could say morally that that's a bad thing, but me personally, I think that's exactly what's necessary. If we're able to all those frozen heads, how many people have cryogenically stored their heads for just such a fucking thing as this? I'm just saying. Now, some people would say, morally, we shouldn't do something like that, but I say, why are you afraid of progress? Get off of science's nuts. Just saying.
Yeah,
Now,
science is bad.
Sorry. What would full body transplants really do is my question.
If they
Like,
can
what would it
attach,
help with?
well, for instance, let's say once again, those are the cryogenically frozen heads that I spoke of. There's that. People, if we were able to, say, cut off people's heads, cryogenically store them, and then have a program with a bunch of robots and fire them out into space to go colonize a planet, then they could literally have their bodies built for them right then and there, fresh and new, out of some
Wait a second.
genetic vat.
Doesn't that mean that if you died at an early age and you cryogenically stored your head and you had a body that you could use, couldn't they essentially just resurrect you?
Yes.
Isn't
And
that
you-
Maybe
and
then-
that would be the key. That would be the key to figuring out what happens after you die.
But even I wouldn't go that far.
If you killed somebody, took off their head, cryogenically stored them, and then waited a couple of years till it was a full thing, and then put them onto a body, assuming it worked, wouldn't they know what was behind?
I'm fairly certain they would know. I'm fairly certain they would know if they were killed violently like that. But you did give me a good idea for a storyline, though. A guy who is a killer, who is a serial killer, but keeps killing the same person, and just all he does is they'll cut their head off, build them a new body, and then let them go live for another year or so.
I mean, like hell. I mean, like that. Would that work? Would you be
That would be
able
some
to be
stalker
resurrected?
killer shit.
Would you be able to resurrect somebody who's
Well,
been
I think
frozen?
well, as the technology stands, I'm fairly certain that it's stuff they're just barely getting on this, and I'm certain that there's a long, complicated process to actually go about doing something like this. But at the same time, it's still this not only provides, well, consider once again fresh bodies, for people who are disabled, for people who die and say, well, I want to give my body to somebody else. You know what I mean? If you're not able to bring me back,
I want my husband to have my body.
Yeah.
So what would happen? What would happen if you put a male brain on a female body?
Now here's the thing. Although I don't like the way you put it, but it doesn't work like that, Diphthong.
A big
But
muscly head on a skinny woman's body.
Yeah.
No, but somebody did point out in the commentary of this particular article, in fact, on MSN.com. Well, could this be an answer to transgender changes? You know what I mean? To people who want to go male to female and they'll have the cosmetic surgery done on their face and throat, but stick them onto a body that's built for them or that's donated to them. And as long as it's a good connection, they can now live their life, as a hybrid creature. And now, God fucking damn it, Capo. But that is the other thing to consider, though, is would it create a whole new person? You can argue that it would be a gene splice, so to speak, a combination of both genes after a couple of years or some such. But there has to be a genetic angle to this as well. Are we giving true immortality to somebody, or are we just giving them? Are we giving the head true immortality, or is the body just getting a chance to keep going on?
I hope immortality comes along in our lifetime.
Same.
I don't want to die.
I don't want to die.
No, I've mentioned functional immortality in like 5 years. I'm telling you. But it's just one of those things to consider, honestly.
I want to live for 7,000 years.
It's just like if immortality became a thing, we couldn't stay on Earth. We'd have to migrate out.
Oh yes.
We'd have to. Overpopulation would be the end of us. But we can't be. But we can't end. We can't die. So what happens?
Diaspora, we move out.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to talk about when it comes to progress and shit, net neutrality was passed. As of this episode's airing, net neutrality should be a thing for like the past 2 weeks or so. But here's the most important thing about it. It was passed as a public utility. And not a lot of people are talking about this for some reason, even though this is an amazing, wonderful, progressive thing. It is. The thing that annoys the crap out of me is every time I hear some, especially rich people, talking about, well, you can afford the internet, can't you? You can't be that poor. Motherfucker, the internet is not a fucking luxury. It is a fucking necessity nowadays.
Motherfucker!
Motherfucker, in order to get a job, you need a phone line or a phone of some sort and a fucking internet address. Now, you can argue that, yeah, you can just go down to the library. Yeah, but, like, for instance, me, just throw this out on a personal level. A company contacted me recently, and I have an interview on Wednesday. They hit me up at 11 p.m. So tell me, is the library open at 11 p.m. for me to look at that and be able to respond in a fast manner? Fast and efficient, I'd like to mention. No. Nowadays, you need the internet to look for a job, to get a fucking job. Don't even tell me, oh, it's just a luxury. Yeah, that's true. It's kind of like how you don't need a TV, but it's good to have to know the news. Well, at the same time, no, this is a fucking public utility. This is a bill, and I'm glad that they passed it in those words. Now, supposedly, some people are arguing that there's verbiage within it, saying that may allow the megacorps and the telecoms to still take advantage of that shit. So that was like part of the biggest issue with net neutrality. The whole situation to begin with is that telecoms, the big megacorp telecoms, are strangling people. Not just individuals, but whole organizations, like Netflix, for instance. Netflix users were getting throttled and choked. Same thing with YouTube by Comcast if those two companies didn't pay them money. That's just something to think about
That's
right there.
fucking
It's
stupid.
bullshit.
But that's the point of net neutrality. It's to take shit like that and get it out of the hands of the telecoms. To tell them that they are not the ones to ethically be able to do something like that. You can't force the people to be on the internet and then see nothing but advertisements all the goddamn time. And if you don't, then you're gonna be on the slow track.
What is
Fuck
your
you and your extortion tactics.
So what is your opinion on people using the internet as, for advertisements, using it as essentially like a way to like a business, I guess, to
No,
say.
don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. Content creators and businesses that pay for advertisement should advertise, by all means.
How much
But we
how much
shouldn't-
advertisement is too much is the question.
Now, that is
Pop-ups.
a very interesting. No, that's a very interesting question, actually. I'd like to point out as an example two things: Anubis Unit and Outcast Radio. In both cases, we've chosen. Well, I've just straight up done the pre-advertisements as well as a pop-up, but there's not a mid-advertisement. You know what I mean? Nor one in the end. Usually, it's one or the other. In fact, I've got to finish up our stuff as far as getting the blog up and running, so I can get us monetized because we need that.
Us, like the Outcast Radio.
Outcast Radio, yeah, we need that money. But straight talk though, because remember, I mean, they're also with us. We have our own dreams of actually doing a satellite radio and such. But we need the gear to do that. You know what I mean? But that's exactly what those kind of grassroots things are there to support. Now, what is too much? If somebody has a pre-play advertisement, a post-play advertisement, a mid-break advertisement pop-ups that pop up no matter what during the show, an advertisement that's a pop under, an advertisement, you know what I mean? There's too much. There is such a thing as too much. But I believe you have to find a balance to that. And some people believe you don't. So, but if you're asking me for my opinion, you need to balance that shit out. Yeah.
So to go into some more news, some more interesting, more conspiracy theory, crazy batshit shit. But just so everybody knows for the fact, never mind, I'm not gonna say what I was about to say. But the Blink 182 co-founder, let me say now, I don't know who the fuck Blink 182 is. I don't know who they are.
Really good band from the 90s.
I don't know who they are. Why are you talking about them?
I'm
People
talking.
that I don't know.
I'm talking
doing
about
stuff.
I'm talking about the co-founder. I don't know the band itself. I don't know what the fuck they played. I don't know anything about
Jesus
them.
Christ, just talk about the article.
Anyways, the co-founder of Blink 182 claimed that he had his phone tapped after he had a quote-unquote alien encounter in the area of Area 51.
You know what would happen if that happened with Aerosmith? They would have fucked it.
God damn it.
They would have fucked the alien.
But
The lads to their own music too.
somewhere,
Steven Tyler and what's his face Perry would have totally tag teamed an alien.
but he was talking about how he apparently he was out camping with his friends or something. He took a road trip out to Area 51 with his friends, and he was camping out near it at a place. He was camping out near it, and when he was sitting inside of his tent with all his friends, he heard really weird shit going on out of the tent, and he said, and I quote, "My body felt like it had static electricity, and I opened my eyes, and the fire was still going. There's a conversation
That's what
going
happens when you
outside
have
the tent."
sex with other men.
And then he was, and then that's what he's talking about. He's talking about how he had like an alien encounter and all this shit, and his phone was tapped. I think he was just like snorted a line of like fucking every drug. No one.
Why is this news?
I don't know.
Why is that in the news segment?
And what I like about this article title is the fact that it says why aliens are bigger than Jesus. I find that so
wow.
fucking hilarious.
Well, who wants to intro literature?
Well, we should probably get the.
I think you already talked
Nigga,
about this, but the Intergetathon 3.0
Internuggettathon.
Internet.
Internuggettathon.
Internet.
Internuggettathon. God damn it! So anyway.
Interporn.
Yep, 3.0 strike is on. The fundraiser event's going down. Please check out the links. Share it with your friends. Share it with each other. Share it on your fucking pages, Sputnik.
Oh wait, I have it.
Shut up. So anyway, that's literally. Now there are some other things that are going down too as well. A couple of new book blogs to keep your eyes out for. K&R book blog led by Katie Russell and Rebecca Mills of my own street team. So naturally I'm gonna give them love for that because hell yeah. And there's also the Kiwi book blog, which I will also link you guys to because I have nothing but love for the Australians right now. I'm biased. I admit to my biases, though. Yeah. Um. Hey, Schneep, you there?
Yeah.
Tell us about Tokyo Ghoul, nigga.
Yeah, tell us about Tokyo
Okay.
Ghoul.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us
Tokyo.
about Tokyo Ghoul. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was my bad. Go for
Such a
it.
freaking. You listen. You're gonna listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Okay, so I haven't said much, but allow me to splurge words about Tokyo Ghoul, an anime in which the main character receives an ass kicking in the 20 minutes of the episode. Get to a vampire-like being called a ghoul, and undergoes a serious personality change. Ends up killing a lot of people. It's a lot and a lot of fun, and I was never bored watching it. First season's done, dubbed yet, and second season is ongoing. So watch it. Tell your friends about it. Like it.
Um,
Jerk to it.
the mango. Is the manga already done, or is it still going? Is this like one of those kind of things where the anime is gonna have to keep up?
Yeah, anime's got to keep kind of like Attack on Titan.
Ah,
Just gotta just
well,
gotta
no,
roll with it.
I just find it weird that they do that nowadays. It's like they don't even give it like a chance for the manga to have a real run. They'll just immediately like, oh, is that what the kids like? Let's do that.
Yeah.
I mean, this isn't.
I mean, I'm quite happy that they gave it a second season.
But I mean, look at what happened with not Kill la Kill, Agame got Kill. Look what happened with that. I mean, yeah, they gave us, or even like another example, Hellsing, the original run of Hellsing before they did Hellsing Ultimate. Where they had to do Hellsing Ultimate because I mean they had barely talked about the Nazi vampires by the time Hellsing, the original Hellsing run occurred. Nazi vampires eating babies and shit. And same thing with Agame got Kill.
They have a higher demand for like better anime. Like before, they could have like maybe like 5 anime of the year, and
Yeah.
then they'd finish the series real quick. I mean, now you got like 10 or 12 coming out each year. Like not even seasons, like fall.
I would say more.
Winter.
I mean, yeah, like every season. I mean, consider if you will. I've never even heard of like No Game No Life until it came out recently, and it was like I dig it. We have to talk about that sometime. But yeah,
We already talked about it, I think.
we did.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did though.
No,
Oh, weird.
yeah, we talked about it the first show.
Oh my bad. Shit, I don't remember first show.
Then
I don't remember this show.
Hunter, then
By the time
Hunter.
this show came out, we've already done episode 3, and I don't remember episode 2. No, but huh?
Yep. Watch it. Tokyo Ghoul. Watch it.
I do need to watch Tokyo Ghoul very badly, but the only problem that I'm having is that from what I've read of Tokyo Ghoul, it seems an awful lot like, or at least this other show seems an awful lot like Tokyo Ghoul, and that'd be Strike the Blood. And I started watching it recently, and it's not that I dislike it, it's just, so blah. Just blah, 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 blah. I saw the same damn thing with Black Blood Brothers, you know what I mean? Like, this is Black Blood Brothers with lollies. This is basically Black Blood Brothers x Sekirei with lollies. Middle schoolers of that.
Yeah, that's not nothing like Tokyo Ghoul is like an underground like spin on like pretty much vampires. It's kind of like a 21st century vampire. And a lot of people are going to be like, "You're a moron, it's not a vampire." But technically, if you really look at it, they're like, but it's awesome. It's good. Watch definitely. I mean, I watched it all one night. Good.
I need to shotgun that shit. I need to watch it. Well,
Yeah,
time
it's
to move
a lot
on.
of hip hop.
Oh, what?
Science, bitch!
We just keep talking over. Jeez. Yeah, we have special eyes now. Scientists, according to ifuckinglovescience.com, of course, scientists have developed a telescopic contact lens that can zoom in 3 times. My brand!
Oh my god, I can look at people's cleavage.
Hells yeah, bitch.
Hell up close.
Scientists
without moving
discover
closer.
an insulin-suppressing hormone. This is very, very, very important. I can't even say how much. Once again, I fucking love science covered it.
It's that important.
Oh, that was fucking necessary. But straight talk though, this is great. This is great news when it comes to sugar regulation of the individual body. You know what I mean? People who suffer from diabetes. This is exactly the kind of research that's going to help them, regulate insulin and such. Yeah. So that's one of those things. It's great. It's great progress. Good progress to know about. Is there anything else going on in science? I thought there was.
Isaac?
Sputnik.
It was muted. Basically, what happened was there was this giant fucking massive black hole that was.
Yes,
get
fucking black
yes.
hole.
Let me get the exact number here.
A
Isn't that
black
called-
It
Anus.
was 12 billion times massive, more bigger. I think it's incorrect grammar.
More
Bigger
bigger?
than the sun.
Oh my god.
It's 12 billion times more. It's fucking insane. And if I'm correct, I think I read somewhere there was talking about how that it changed what our view on how big things can get. It completely changed science. My question is, how do you not see this? Like, how did we not figure out something like that existed way before? How do you
No.
miss that?
Consider, if you will, perspective and perception. If it's so big that you can't see it everything unless you like go back a mile, then of course you're gonna overlook it. You know what I mean? You're just gonna accept that it's there and not even think about it. Just saying. Just saying.
True.
Kind of like that one ugly bitch in your class.
Whoa! No need for ugly shaming here, friend.
Ugly shaming.
Speaking about shameful acts and shameful deeds, Riley watched something on my suggestion on Netflix and he loves it.
What?
Tell him about Stretch Caboose.
What?
Stretch, you. Oh my god.
You mean that movie where that guy had that really big dick and he could stretch it out all the way, or the one about the limo driver?
What kind of a fuck? I don't even want to know what kind of a fucking porno you're watching, fuck boy. Tell about the limo driver.
Okay, there's this movie called Stretch, and it's basically about this limo driver who has bad luck. He's a reformed drug addict. He's had some pretty bad luck in his life, and he gets the opportunity, or he has some debts that he has to pay, so he gets the opportunity to pay those debts by driving around an extortionist and money laundering fuckwad. And they go through this adventurous night where he's doing all these crazy things a normal person wouldn't do,
These
like
errands.
walking into a
Club.
club and pissing off the FBI and all that shit, and yada yada.
No, there's
It's a great movie. You guys should check it out. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, your yada yada really made it sound exciting.
Go fuck yourself.
Yada yada.
Go fuck yourself, bastard.
No, seriously though, Stretch is a great movie. It's bad stuff happening really well. You know, I love movies like that. If you ever watched The Heist or not $1 Million Baby, but well, fuck The Heist, whatever. That was a great movie. Yeah.
It's an amazing movie.
And Stretch is, honestly, it's worth your time. Straight talk. Well, we have come to the point of the conversation where we get to talk about our favorite thing to do. Someone's gonna get kicked in the dick.
We're
Really
still
hard.
working on getting the theme song for Kicked in the Dick.
Kicked in
If
the.
you guys want to make us a Kicked in the Dick theme song, that'd be great.
I've actually talked to a news unit about it.
If you
but
do
we're
it for
still-
free, that would be great.
Yeah,
We
that'd
should
be
get the Spin
great.
Wires to do
I think the
Kicked in
Spin Mart
Dick
would
song.
probably be up with
Kicked
that.
in the dick.
Kicked in the dick.
Have you
We're
ever
gonna kick
kicked
him in the dick.
Damn. Kicked in the dick. So, hey, Sput, who are we kicking today?
Bill O'Reilly.
Oh! Now, last episode, we kicked Brian Williams.
Wait a second.
What?
How come we mentioned Bill O'Reilly's name? Wait, I'm a fucking moron. Discount everything that I said. Okay, continue.
What
What
in
the
the
fuck just happened?
Fuck?
I was going to I was like gonna mention something, and then I kind of stopped and thought about what I was going to say rather than just kind of saying it, and then I realized it would have been really dumb if I said it. So let's just continue.
So we're kicking Bill O'Reilly in the dick for calling out Brian Williams after, man, this is before proof came out that Bill O'Reilly has lied about shit. Like, you know, his entire career. When Jon Stewart calls you out for your shit, you should feel bad. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing when Jon Stewart calls you out. It's just you deserve it. Like, good lord. Bill O'Reilly's going to talk shit about Brian Williams, and this Oxycontin abusing motherfucker is going to, fuck him. Fuck Bill O'Reilly. Oh my god, what a fucking asshole.
We also got to get like an animation with all three of us, four of us, in case all four of us kicking whoever it is right in the dick.
Kicked in the dick.
Whoever is best animator we got, be Riley.
So for this,
I
definitely
can't animate.
Oh,
I'm a
pleb.
video editor, dickwad.
Bill O'Reilly deserves getting kicked in the dick. So,
Why
moving
does
on.
he deserve getting kicked in the dick?
I just fucking. Oh my fuck. Go back
Well,
to the
you
corner.
said he lied about shit.
Yeah, he's been lying about shit his entire career.
And he was,
Like
and
what?
he lied about a bunch of shit, and he lied about his entire career, and he was complaining when somebody else lied about their career. It's
That's the
hypocritical.
problem. Yeah.
It's fucking hypocritical.
But what did he lie about?
Oh, here's a start. Wait. Bill O'Reilly lying about having lied about witnessing a suicide in 1977. That's over at Business Insider. And hell, Jon Stewart laid into him about all the lies he made as well. In fact, let's go to USA Today and see what they say. But suffice it to say, yeah, he just talked too much shit.
Talk shit, get hit.
Get kicked in the dick.
There you go.
Let's go into something a bit more funny.
Play that fucking video.
Cotton fields are fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna name it. Cotton fields are fucking hilarious. Check this video out. Spudnik actually found it and sent it to me on Facebook, and we thought it was the most fucking hilarious thing we've ever seen in our.
It was
entire life.
so hilarious. Are we gonna have
pissed
it?
my pants.
Are we gonna be having it? Are we gonna have it be playing in that little square box next to our
My boxers
avatars?
will forever have urine stains in them.
Oh,
is it?
Jesus.
Is he gonna be playing that little box next to our avatars?
No, I'm just gonna. It's just gonna play. All right, check it out.
The racist field trip I have ever been on in my fucking life. They took us to a fucking cotton processing place. And there was a big ass cotton field out in the middle of fucking Raymond, Alabama, in the south of Montgomery County. We went there, and me and 28 other little nigglets in Miss Harper's 3rd grade classroom, they took our asses out there in the middle of the fucking August heat and said, hey, y'all, they gave us bags and shit, like little cute little plastic bags. With a cotton puff person with a smile on his face, and they're like, "Hey, y'all go out there, have fun, pick as much cotton as you want." And so my stupid ass went. I went. My mama signed off on it and didn't think about it, and I went to the fucking field trip. Out there in the field, just having a good old time. We were singing songs and shit in the middle of the motherfucking field, picking goddamn cotton in the middle of the fucking heat. And then, I'm thinking, because it's a field trip, they told us you can pick as much as you want. Hey, you get to keep the fucking cotton. You can keep it. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep it. And we go to get back on the bus. They're like, all right, kids, turn your bags in. And they take our asses inside and took all the damn cotton that we had. And then told us to get back on the fucking bus. So me being a little rebel, I took a handful of cotton, stuffed it in my pocket, and went home. Then my mama came when she was doing laundry the next night. She was like, what the fuck, is this cotton in your back pocket? I was like, yeah, where the hell did you get unprocessed raw cotton from? Well, yesterday on that field trip, they took us to a cotton processing plant, and we got to pick cotton all day long. My mama came to the school, and I swear to God, that shit went down. She locked this woman in a room like, how dare you jive-ass motherfuckers take my kids and all these other ashy little Negroes to a fucking cotton field in the middle of the summer. You fucking soulless bitch. She fucking checked me out of school. I didn't go to school for 3 days behind that shit. She said, I don't want to have to look at that bitch. She was pissed at everybody. Yes, that was the most racist shit I've ever gone through in my life. I didn't even understand what was wrong until the next year. I didn't even understand. I just thought we were just gonna go have some fun in the field. So fuck that shit. That was fucking sharecropping if I ever seen it. Fuck that shit.
I'm about to recheck.
Okay, well, that was probably the most funniest fucking video I have ever seen in my entire life.
Some people need to think. Some people need to fucking think. That, oh my god, like, only in the South would a white teacher think it's okay to take a whole fucking group of black kids into the fucking cotton field.
I can't be the only one who, if I was taken to a cotton field with a bunch of other little nigglets, and I was sitting there picking some cotton, I would have the time of my fucking life.
He did. You know what's the worst part is that he did, but I would like to point out this is why it is important to know about racism and race. when I was growing up, my dad made us watch Roots, and we did a fucking book essay on it. So I got to learn about the history and whatnot. Now later on, I also got to learn about the other side, which was Gone with the Wind, which presents both sides pretty well, pretty well. Gone with the Wind is one of the most sumptuously written books out there, but it's also racist as fuck. So racist that when they did the movie, Mammy, the woman who played Mammy, couldn't even go into the fucking movie theater to see it. That's how racist shit was back then. But this is some stupid fucking racism, though. This is stupid. Oh my god! Like, I can't blame him. I can't blame the kids because they don't know. They think it's a good old time. Hell, it got to the point where he's all like, "You can't tell me I can't give you my cotton. This is my cotton."
Yeah.
It's a whole raw fucking cotton in his fucking pockets.
We were gonna go in the field and sing songs and have some fun picking some cotton.
I can't get over that video, man. It was so great.
No,
How did you even find that?
I don't know, man. I was like just on Facebook and I was watching and I was just laughing my ass off and I thought you would enjoy. I thought Caboose would fucking love it.
What was the specific thing you were looking at? What you're looking at?
I think it was uploaded on the. I think it was uploaded on the Lad Bible.
Oh.
I don't have it liked, but I think somebody shared it and then I saw it.
Yeah, Lad Bible and Unilad are both good at that shit.
Well, I guess we should go into top 5.
We were gonna sing songs and shit.
We should go into our next top 5, which is top 5 mysteries.
Top 5 weird mysteries.
The first one is the WoW signal. The WoW signal was this giant ass signal that kind of came out of fucking nowhere, and it was huge and lasted for 30 seconds, I think so. And scientists have no idea what it was to this day. Did
it come from the Dog Star?
No, that was
Wow.
No.
So space.
But and we figured it. We sent back. We actually replied to it, and it was 20,000 Twitter messages. Imagine if you were an alien sitting on your like big ass ship, and you're just drinking whatever the hell, and suddenly you get a bunch of radio messages. It's just a bunch of Twitter messages.
Oh god, they're gonna destroy us. At least it's not Tumblr though. At least it wasn't Tumblr posts.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. If it was so, then they would have came over here and destroyed us. We'd be dead right now. This show wouldn't have existed.
Yeah. Here's another one for you for the top 5. Obama had a guy killed for trying to expose his gay lover. There was supposedly a reporter that disappeared, and all because he wanted to expose the fact that Obama had a gay lover, which is dumb as fuck. But whatever. Republicans actually believe in this.
They'll do anything to try to discredit Obama. I swear.
We already did that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other one is D.B. Cooper. The case of D.B. Cooper. D.B. Cooper was this guy who I think if I'm correct, he hijacked a Boeing 727 aircraft. 727. And he.
No, bitch. It was a 7.
It was a 727.
Shut the fuck up. It was a 727.
The guy hijacked a plane.
Anyways, the guy hijacked the plane between Portland, Oregon, and Seattle, Washington, and he pretty much got a ransom of $200,000, which nowadays that would be $1,160,000, and he parachuted and was never found again.
Just jumped out, yeah.
Yep, and he had a giant manhunt. Now, what do you guys think? He's dead, or do you think he's not dead?
I think he's one of the 1% Nouveau Riche elite.
God damn it.
So who else has one? Schneep, have you got one?
The Mary Celeste. It's a giant ship, and the passengers, the cargo, and all the lifeboats. So now,
he's like dying.
He's
dying.
Yeah, if I'm correct, it was actually no cargo was missing, and the people were missing, and the lifeboats were missing. No one was ever found again.
Could they have gotten onto the lifeboat? No, I heard that no one was found again, though, part, so yeah, there's that.
Wasn't it in the Bermuda Triangle?
I don't think so. I think it was just kind of in the middle of fucking nowhere. The thing about it that the most intriguing about it is no cargo was missing. So they weren't boarded. They just kind of decided to just fuck off.
Just decided to fuck off.
They went back in time.
Trailer Park Boys, fuck off. Why don't you fuck off, Randy?
Anyways, let's go to the other one.
Eat some more cheeseburgers, Randy.
Bookend this shit, Caboose. Give us their 5th weird mystery of the episode.
The bloop, which is a strange radio frequency that was found out in the middle of the ocean. It was an ultra low frequency, and it was extremely powerful. And
Did it make it sound like?
It just sounded like a loud bloop, like a
I
bloop.
swear to God, if you interrupt me again, I'm gonna chop your mother's face off, and I will cook it.
Did the bloop say, "I sell propane and propane accessories"?
God damn it.
I think it might have. But they tried to use they tried to use a U.S. Navy sound surveillance system to see if it was an actual Russian sub, and it wasn't, and they couldn't figure it out. So it was fucking huge, but it wasn't big enough to be either a blue whale or a fucking submarine. But weird.
It was, yeah.
That's a mystery.
It's like if a great whale just decided to just like eat a lot of food and just became fucking huge.
Whoa, there we go. The top 5 weird mysteries. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Was that the show? What do we got? What's our time check like? What do we got on the time? What do we got on the time?
I
We're
don't
gonna do
know.
some shit.
I don't know. But
Well, in that case, well, as always, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in, checking us out.
oh, okay,
What?
that is insane. Okay, so I hate to interrupt, but I'm looking at this video and it was a guy had a seizure while he was skydiving.
Wow. No, what was important about that was the other guy who saved his life while he was having a seizure while skydiving. 4,000 feet up in the air, and this motherfucker caught him. What the hell?
9,000.
Oh, whatever, nigga.
But
Where the
anyways,
fuck go?
we'll talk about that next episode.
Yes. Well, I be that bastard. Count off, niggas. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Caboose.
I'm Sputnik.
Schneebly.
But remember, we need to all give out our shout outs. I'm gonna give a shout out to 2 people. The one and only, of course, TLDR. And I'm also going to go ahead. I'm also gonna go ahead and mention. I'm also gonna go ahead and give a shout out to the page, my page, and Zero Blue Ranger. You better edit that out. My brother decided to come in and start
I'm
screaming at me
leaving
for no
this all
fucking
in.
reason.
What the fuck just happened?
My brother came in and started just yelling for no reason, and then after I pushed him and shut the door, he came in again. Anyways, who wants to give out the next shoutouts?
My mama and church chicken.
You ain't-
Shout out to black people. Keep the skin dark.
What?
Wow.
Did you just say
I
black
would like to
people
give
and
a shout
chicken?
out. At least have chicken.
And watermelon. Don't forget the watermelon. Oh, and grape juice. Black people love the grape juice.
You know, really quick, funny story. Once I was working at this place. I won't give a name, but you know, we do cereals and stuff and granolas. And there's like, this is like late at night, like 3 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. And I'd dance around, sing, and all sorts of shit. And there's one Russian guy. Now, most Russians are like xenophobic as fuck. This guy was cool. You know, he wasn't racist at all. But one day he comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, I hope you do not mind if I ask, but I need to ask you a semi-personal question." I'm like, "Go for it, bro. No trouble." He goes, "Do you like the fried chicken?" And I'm like, "You know, I'm not really much for fried chicken." He goes, "Well, what about the watermelon?" I'm like, "Nope, not really much for watermelon." "Do you drive the?" And I notice he's kind of getting agitated. He goes, "Well, do you drink grape drink?" And I'm all like, "No, but every now and then I will bust out some colored drink, depending." "What about drive-bys and white women?" I'm like, "Wait, what?" And he goes, "What kind of black man are you?"
That's fucking crazy.
I honestly answer, I tell him apparently a bad one.
Drive-bys and white women? What?
But I could not get mad at him. Although admittedly, white women my jam, black women my jam.
Oh my god.
I'll give penis tentacle to anybody, so I don't give a fuck. But you know, it's one of those things where, you know, I couldn't get mad at him because it wasn't honestly a racist thing. This is the shit that media presents. So, you know, he was just wondering, what do I do that's considered black? Because he knew I was a African, but that's all he knew.
Africa.
The only thing he knows about black people is what BET and fucking Fox 11 tells him. And that's like the worst fucking face for black people.
Drive-bys and white women.
So I'd like to give some shout-outs, just the INTERNUGGETATHON, to my street team, to all my peoples, to the KNR book blog, to the Kiwi book blog. Shout-outs to all my featured guests, you know, that have been on. Shout-outs to my new backers and my old backers. Thank you all. $342 that's already been spent on the publicist. Now we need the rest. So we need to build 2,600 within 30 days. So that's gonna be fun. Shout outs to my niggas at Anubis units. We'll be catching them links. You'll be catching us at this a few times. We got some great photos up, some good music already from the practice sessions. Check them out. Shout outs to Clayton Callahan, who I mentioned earlier. I'm even gonna throw this at him and let him know, hey, I gave you a mention, bruh. Shout outs to Outcast Radio. Sup, my niggas? Niglets. Shout outs to your mom.
That was a long ass fucking list. I don't even have any shout outs.
You even know, dude, do you know how much shit I do? I'm involved with so much crap. Oh, shout outs to Barncat Radio, who I just did an interview with.
Oh my god.
And I
Alright, shout out with the Spin Wires for me. I want to thank them again for letting us use their music. I cannot thank them enough. I love them. They're gorgeous people.
They are pretty. They're some pretty motherfuckers.
Yeah, they are. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneeple, do you have anybody you want to say hello to?
Shout out to my mom for pooping me out her legs.
Jesus Christ!
Real talk. Real talk.
Shout out
I'm
to
the
my
nice.
mom's anal prolapse.
Real talk.
Wrecked him. She damn near killed him.
You know, she didn't just have a C-section. I bursted out of that thing with fireworks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Come back to that.
They call that shit yo, bruh.
Wait, is this are we in the after party now?
What? No.
No, we're still going. We're
Yep,
still going.
No, but
Alright, be sure to check us out on the next show, guys.
if any y'all do want to be our next featured guest, let us know in the commentary and or just post on
Or email us at at outcastradioshow@gmail.
Or cut us off at this where we cut
Kiss
each
at
other
Gmail.
off.
gmail@gmail.com.
gmail@gmail.com. But for real, if you want to be a featured guest, be sure to either message us on Facebook, like us on Facebook, that's a number fucking one.
Yep.
Follow us on Twitter,
Subscribe.
that's a number fucking
Like and
one.
subscribe on the YouTube.
Subscribe, bitch. I'll gut your motherfucking mom.
Oh,
And if you have any more inquiries, just email us at outcastradioshow@gmail.com.
and remember, if you have titty signs you want to send us, just post around the page. We'll get it.
Oh my god, Thomas.
Hells yeah.
God damn it.
You know, I'm a writer. As a writer, I'm supposed to be getting groupies. So, you know, but I haven't gone to a romance convention yet.
Middle-aged
The moment time I go to
flashing
I don't
you.
mind. Bring forth your hungry MILFs, your thirsty cougars, and your older sisters.
Oh my god. Alright, guys, be sure to check us out on the next show. See you guys later!